Hello everyone, so this is George, the co-founder of RankUp. We're building AI agents for SEO, and yeah, so kind of just every evening I do a video at the end of my workday where I kind of share what I've done throughout the day, and kind of my thoughts, what I've learned, and yeah, just to share the journey of building hopefully what will be a billion-dollar tech company. So yeah, at the moment we're at a startup level, and and basically, and yeah, so I mean, today I just came from the gym. I do it every other evening because really just to make sure I have some consistency, but also not to go too much, like not geek out too much on it, you know. So every other day it works really well for me, and why I do it is to kind of keep like, it helps me keep focus. Right, it helps me keep like focus on the task that I'm doing. I just have better focus throughout the day if I'm fit, you know. That's why I also try to avoid as much sugar as I can in general, any kind of like sugar, but like I still have fruits, I still eat some like nut and berry bars, but you know, that's as far as I go. And I've had a couple of creme brulees at some events, but otherwise I try to stay away from all that kind of stuff because it just fucks up your focus and you're just out of shape. You don't feel as good as you like. It is hard at the start, like a week at least. It's a bit hard to kind of be this disciplined with food and training, but it's ultimately worth it. And I just like, my focus is so much better. I can do more. I have more energy. Just feel more primal, you know. So I mean, as a guy, maybe that's more of a thing. I don't know if it's a thing with women. So, but yeah, I mean, with women, you also definitely have more energy. So yeah, that's what I do. That's why I do it. And I just for the most part do kind of Olympic weightlifting. So splits or what is it? Sorry, not. I don't do splits. I can't do any of that. Well, it's I forgot the names of them, but like snatches and these kinds of things. Yeah, and of course I do bench and arms and the guy stuff as well. So yeah, that's kind of what I do. I have no specific routine, just to kind of get some weighted cardio, you could say, like yeah. And now in terms of like, yeah, today I finished the website for the SEO course. So it's seogursus.ee. So you can go definitely check that one out. But yeah, I finished the website. Gonna now have a call tomorrow with my partner, get the map out how we're gonna get the first pilot. So it's probably gonna be something like, I'm gonna do a quick crash course. I think I also talked about it in my yesterday's video. A quick kind of crash course, like a very short, much shorter format of it, just to get the first ones in, right? Like pitching an entire month-long course is much harder than like doing a one kind of like lecture or like a workshop, right? So just to kind of get the foot in the door and go from there. And yeah, I also did outreach today, and also got an idea that actually like an awesome long-term play, what would be an awesome long-term play with RankUp is to actually target startups and funded startups. So you know, they have money, and also if we can make them successful, like very successful, then we kind of grow with them, right? And we're kind of like, RankUp would be then the kind of growing up with the future of the world, right? In the sense with like, because tech is becoming more and more of a bigger sector, and yeah, if we can get these startups to work with us, especially the ones that have like, you know, solid funding already, then you know, we can kind of just dominate the SEO tool market like that, just like more of a long-term play, because we're doing a more long-term play with RankUp anyways, due to we're not going at the moment the route that most tools are going with, just like cheap blog generators that create you content fast and you get some SEO results, but then they just die out because there's, you know, number one is like, you're probably not going to get much business value from it. It's also been proven. There's a bunch of case studies out there. You can just search of all the, also Shopify fell for it, so you can go check that out. Yeah, just generating and then just their rankings getting killed, or you know, they're not getting citations or not getting any business value from those articles, right? And then another thing is the AI search visibility trackers and metrics, and those are all bullshit because there's no actual data that they're like using, right? You know, there's Google ad data which you can get, and that's real, and that's like Google first party data, right? That it makes all the keyword data and stuff valid. That these SEO tools provide, that also RankUp has and uses it in its content strategy and etc. that the agents create. But yeah, the AI search visibility data is complete bullshit, because they're just like generating queries and just making data up. That's literally what it is. There's no, you know, yeah, Bing has Bing Webmaster Tools has data on like AI, like Copilot suggestions, Copilot citations, but that also, like, you know, it's Copilot, you know, it's not ChatGPT or something like that that people are looking for. So yeah, that's just my recommendation. And we're also doing and besides actually like not going the cheap blog generator route, and like also not going that much into AI search visibility data, which is still bullshit data, right? We're actually building a content system that is actually relied on like your expertise. So leveraging your, like, you know, the thing with Google or with Google rankings and performance, the main thing has been now in recent years EEAT. So expertise, experience, authoritativeness, trustworthiness, right? So basically showing that you're proving that you're an expert on the topic, because that's what it's all about, right? The Google's main goal is to provide the person who can give the best answer or the most comprehensive answer for the search, whatever, or for the topic that the person is searching about, right? So, and the most purest way on how to do it, and what has worked really well for us when I run my SEO agency, is actually adding like unique insights into the content, so real, like original insights, not just some reused data from the internet. So yeah, that's the angle that we're taking, and we're betting on. So if once all these tools, once all the people that use these cheap AI blog generators just see they're not getting any value, then that's our play, that they will just come to RankUp because they have no other option. There's no other tool that does what RankUp does. So that's just kind of sharing the insight into what RankUp's business strategy is. And why we're like, yeah, not really riding off of the hype. We're gonna be kind of catching the crash of the hype. And the main thing today that I kind of I'd say I'd learned or recognized of my activities is that actually doing brainstorming sessions and just putting information into the doc in terms of whatever you're creating, copy or whatever you're, I don't know, it's more creative work, I guess, right? And then later just maybe cleaning up that doc a bit, right, of the things that are like not valid, some messaging ideas that you're not going to use, or, you know, whatever, and then just using that doc, kind of all that you have brainstormed, and giving it to actually like you know, Claude. I mean, everybody uses it to give just to Claude, but if you're building a website, right, it's super easy to create a website copy like that. Is to just give that doc to Claude if you're using Claude to build a website, and yeah, basically have it just like use that and create like copy for you. It creates like really good versions of copy. So yeah, that's one thing, and not just trying to like write stuff manually. Just what I recommend, like what I've seen AI being the best for is just like purely brainstorming, right? Brainstorming and getting ideas, and then yeah, you'll get just like even if you're using AI to the most basic form, I just recommend like just having brainstorming ideas and not just trying to think like from a clean paper yourself, right? No need to do that. And nowadays we have a perfect brainstorming engine, which these AI tools are. So yeah, that's one thing. I started doing it myself a bit, and then I was like, why am I doing it? I have a whole doc that kind of explains the course and the whole idea of the course to go, you know. So yeah, and yeah, so these are some of the bigger ideas of today and what I did. Yeah, so today I got the website done. Also, yeah, launching the our customer build.me campaign. So probably not today, I guess, since it's almost 12. But yeah, hopefully tomorrow or something like that. So got the final things done. So gonna be very excited for that, and also gonna have another Estonian startup hopefully at the end of this week or at the end of or at the start of next week. Gonna also doing got the co-founder right there on the phone. You know, so he's grinding away, great people, and yeah, hopefully can launch their SEO campaign as well. So getting ready for that. But yeah, otherwise these are the main notes for today, and yeah, see you guys tomorrow evening. Good night.